Hey budgeties, welcome to my YouTube channel. If you are new, my name is Moe, I'm 28, working on my financial freedom journey. And if you're returning, hey friend. So I'm a little late, but y'all know how I get down. Late is better than never. So I'm doing the first paycheck for the month of November. This is the first paycheck for me and my boo. I don't know why I sung it like that. Like, who do I think I am? So yes, I'm gonna be doing it in my Moe budget less problems budget planners. I will also say this, so every November, usually traditionally for the last 3-4 years with Paper by Moe, what used to be Moe Lifestyle, I would drop new products. I hate to say it, I don't think I'm doing that. No, it's not. I'm not doing that moving forward, just because life is lifing, and my full-time job is full-time jobbing, and they say you want this raise, you want this money, you're gonna work for it. So I don't know, I feel like, don't get me wrong, I enjoy making the products, I enjoy helping people out. I just feel like I have a plethora of products that are free on paperbymo.com, as well as products that, you know, that's like $1 or $2. So if you guys are interested in that, you can always go to paperbymo.com and go check that out. But I don't think I'm making new products or new planners or anything like that, because it's just so time consuming and it's just a lot of work. So I feel like I started off with making, you know, going over my money and just trying to be accountable, and that's what I started this YouTube for, and that's what I think I'm going to continue with, because that's the goal. Everything else was, you know, luxury life, you know, just extra. But this is the goal here. So I say all that to say, I'm not dropping any new products November. This month, it is November. So here we are. So we were to get paid on the 9th and the 10th. His payday, my payday. But actually, I ended up getting paid on Wednesday because this was Veterans Day. Shout out to all the veterans out there. So I ended up getting paid on the 8th. He got paid on the 10th. And then I'm going to get paid on Wednesday before Thanksgiving. He's going to get paid the day after, I guess. I don't know. Nonetheless, we're gonna budget out these paychecks right here. I love this. I actually finally put my tab up. It says the price of anything is the amount of life you exchange for it. Oh, I feel like that's with everything. It's just so much going on with the world. You have to figure out what you want to give your energy to, and what you're going to exchange for whatever it is, whether it's money. And I feel like that goes with, you know, Paper by Moe, trying to get products. It's like, the price of anything is what you exchange for it. Like, what am I exchanging for? What am I exchanging for the time I'm putting into creating more products, you know, creating budget planners, creating printables. So here's the November budget as a month, and we're gonna get right into the first paycheck. I hope you guys' November is going good so far, because mine is. The holidays is near, and my boo and I will be going like back home to our family. We are from Georgia, so there's that. I think I'm gonna just put like 11-9. And my pens, you guys, I need new pens. They're all like, where's the ink? Because they're going out, and y'all know I love to write. So here we are. Okay, I just want to make sure I'm on paycheck one. But back to my little rant I was gonna give. So my boo and I, we are going back to, you know, home. That's where our families are at. And I always just get super anxious and nervous. He doesn't. He has a different experience than I do. I just feel like, you know, I just get a lot more judgment with my family. I love them, but it's always like, hold my breath, don't say nothing. I am in therapy, so it's like practice what your therapist taught you. I'm always having all these things go through my mind. And he's just like, you know, I'm sorry you have to go through that, but I don't experience that. And I'm like, you know, that's cool. I love that for you, friend. I do. So let's talk about these paychecks. So this is my paycheck with the actual, what is it called? With the raise, okay? No bonus, just the raise. So it's $2,161.98. It's gonna go back down. We're gonna fluctuate, I think, for the rest of the year about. Probably up until the last paycheck in January, because I am editing my healthcare and dental, trying to figure out like what plan is best for me. And then I have my boo also doing that, so his is gonna edit, and I have his exact numbers because I'm late. That's the good thing about budgeting a little later. You have the exact numbers. The bad thing about budgeting a little later is this money is in the account, y'all. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make sure we don't spend it before we get to budgeting it. So $2,161.98. That's what I brought in, and then my boo brought in $1,514. excuse me, and 60 cents. Okay, so that's $3,676.58. Let's see if I can write this on one line, because you know how I get down. $3,676.58. Okay, so this is the first paycheck. If you don't know, I like to do the first paycheck. I like that to be bill heavy, because most of the bills for us are due at the top of the month. So we're gonna have a whole bunch of bills here. Also, I'm drinking chai tea latte. This is a no Starbucks November. Really, this is we're not buying coffee, Starbucks, or tea, anything from anybody. I also feel like because I'm trying to make stuff from home, y'all gotta let me know in the comments, like, if you're making those fancy coffees, because I need to figure out what I need to buy to make fancy stuff at home, because I'm getting kind of bored of this basic chai tea latte. I have to be honest. Okay, I'm gonna zoom you guys in some. I feel like I don't do that often. So first things up, fixed expenses. These are our bills that fixed expenses are usually like not supposed to change, but ours do. So I just do like bills. That's what I account for my fixed expenses. So we're gonna go ahead and $804. No, our rent is not $804. We divided by 2 for the 2 paychecks. So there you have it. Then we have our internet, which is the $51. And I was gonna put 4, but it's really 31. So it's $51.31. So I'm gonna, before I get on back to my rant about family and holidays, electricity, you guys, look how cheap, $108.97. Because the previously, not last month, but the month before, we spent basically $200, because it's been just horrible, miserably hot in Louisiana. But it kind of got a little cool, and it got back to hot. So I'm so excited. I hope and pray that I can keep it in this range all the way till I don't know when. But so happy about electricity. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and keep listing all the rest of the bills while I rant about holiday season. Okay, so I mean, listen, I'm a Hallmark girly. If you don't know, I love me some Hallmark. I love the Hallmark Channel. I love the happy endings. I love the movies that I know that good stuff is gonna happen. Like, I know they're gonna end up together in the end. Like, duh, I'm one of those people. But with that being said, that means like, why wouldn't you like love, holiday season? And I do like holiday season. I just feel like because we live in a different state, we're getting married, it's just like so many things going on. It's just a lot of words, questions, family, eyes, judgments. And like, because we live in our own bubble, I usually don't have to experience that. So going back home is like, you open yourself back up to all of the eyes, the ears, the naysayers, the judgments. And I don't like that, you guys. I don't like it. I don't know, but I don't like it. So I got a little anxiety about it. And like I said, I'm going to therapy. But because I have like a work training, I can't even really go to therapy right before we go back for Thanksgiving. So that's blah. Okay, I'm just venting. So one thing that's also different on here when it comes to numbers is the car insurance. I told you guys the car insurance is like $181 for both of us. We got combined car insurance, so we're getting a lot of different deals because he has a car, I have a car, and then we're both insured on the same, whatever. You're like, so if it's $181, why is it $172.67? So the last month, I was just, every paycheck, just putting a little bit of money inside because they said we would have to pay these fees or whatever, and these prorated amounts and some fees. So what I did was just like dumped a little bit more, and I found out it was kind of over the amount. So that's why it's $172.67 this month. I hope that explains. So let's get into it, okay? The bills, $804 plus $51.31 plus $108.97 plus $130 plus $23 plus $172 .90. I'm gonna say .97, okay? And then we're gonna minus .30. Boom. Okay, so then I'm gonna do plus 197 plus 220 plus $71.10. So I have 1778.05. I'm looking off screen. The number is numbering, so that's correct. 1778.05. So for bills, this is not bad. Remind you, we don't have, well, I have paid off my car a couple years ago, but my boo, he doesn't have a car loan because we were able to pay that off last month. These student loan payments, these are like what's due. This is mandatory. So the 220 for him, 197 for me. Why his is higher than mine, I have no idea. But you guys know that we're putting more money to it. So 1778.05. I want to make sure y'all can see because I know how it gets down out here in these streets. Okay, 1778.05, and then we're gonna subtract $3,676.58. Okay, so 1898.53 is what's remaining. 1898.53. All right, so I'm gonna go from here to variable. I kind of do this a lot. And so variable expenses are those expenses that change. I feel like electricity is a variable expense because it's not that one consistent price. You know, like $90 every month. It goes up, it goes down depending on the weather, right? Boom. But I always put it under fixed expenses because it's a bill and we need electricity and there is no question about whether we're paying for it or not. So here we are, $1,898.53. Is that what that says? I think. So next thing we have up is food. So I'm gonna list them all and then we're gonna go through them and we're gonna go back to our ranting session. Because I'm like curious. I know I'm not the only person. Like social media definitely lets me know that other people experience the same thing, especially like younger people. You know what, even older people. I'm not discriminating. I just feel like, you know, family members are like, oh, you're young, you're dumb. We were your age once. And it's not that I don't love my family, but you guys, I love them from afar. So I need to figure out when I am in their presence, because I do want to see my family. You know, life is short, life is fleeting. You know, you never know what happens. Anything can happen. And so I do want to see my family. I just want to know how to deal with like that holiday conversations. When are you guys gonna have a baby? When are you guys gonna buy a house? Ooh, don't pay your student loans is a big one. We don't share our financial journey with our family because they don't agree with the choices that we make, which is okay. You don't always have to agree, but not agreeing is one thing, and then bringing it up consistently is another thing. So there's that. So they don't really know, and this is how they swear, oh, we support your YouTube, we watch it all the time. I know they don't because they don't know what I'm doing. Which is trying to pay off debt, and they feel like, oh, you could just die with your student loan debt, or you know, listen, and that's okay because if that's what they're choosing to do, then that's what they choose to do. However, we choose to do something different, and sometimes when you want to do different things, some family members don't like that, you guys. So it's just so stressful. So yeah, I'm thinking like, oh, holidays, I love the decorations, but I don't like possible drama that I know is gonna come up. Okay, so food is $175. You're like, why is it $175? We're trying to do $350 every month. I have a lot more faith this month that we're gonna get to $350 because we're literally gonna be back home for a whole week. Okay, so boom, I think what needs to be done will be needed to be done because we won't need as much food. Fingers crossed. But you never know when you go back home. Sometimes they're like, you need to pay for this, you need to pay for that, which we get. So who knows? I did save a little bit more money in the Thanksgiving fund because I kind of feel like they're, you know, oh, y'all got it. You know, people say that these days. So with that being said, we just did the $175. His gas, my gas. Right now I'm pretty good on the gas. Gas went down again, thank goodness. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to like fluctuate the gas, you know, maybe go down a little bit. But my boo drives way more than I do, so he definitely needs gas. Then we have our fun money because we do weekly date nights or whatever. And then we have his and hers, which is our like wedding situation that we're saving for, because we are planning our own wedding. I haven't even really talked to you guys about planning a wedding because it's dramatic and it's chaotic, okay? But nonetheless, I don't have a wedding planner. We're planning our own wedding, me, my man's, and my mom's, and my dad, but he's just giving money, to be honest. So we like that though. But that's what the his and hers is for. We realized, like, oh, the money, we're spending more money and we're not giving or sending as much money, so we need to give that more money, and then we have sinking funds. So this is a total of $735. Okay, so $735 is what we have. We're gonna go ahead and subtract $1,898.53. That's going to be a total or remaining balance of $1,163.53. Okay, that's pretty decent. Variable expenses $735. Our bills is less than half of what we're bringing in, so I'm really not mad at that. I probably should get back into the percentages of it all, because I kind of like that. It makes me feel a little bit better, like, ooh, we've cracked the codes to life. Okay, so now we have our savings. So we have my IRA, his IRA, my emergency fund, his emergency fund. So let's get into that. My IRA, his IRA, my E fund, and then his E fund. Yes, we do have other accounts. I have like other investment portfolios, but I'm not investing in them right now because we're trying to both just juice up our IRAs. So what we did was give each $120. So my IRA gets $120, his IRA gets $120. I'm gonna give my emergency fund $0 just for this paycheck, and then he's gonna give his emergency fund $120. Okay, so we got 120 times 3. That's gonna be $360, right? I think, yeah. So let's do that. 360. Making sure I can see. Okay, so 360, and we're gonna subtract this. So 360 minus $1,163.53. That is a remaining balance of $803.53. So you know where that's going. And so right now what we're working on is my student loans. So we get the question of the order of debt a lot. So what we did was pay off his car for morale, right? We want 1, a less bill to pay, and then 2, he wants to own his car. So boom, like, duh. So we went ahead and just pushed out the money so his car can be paid off. Number 2, we're starting off with my student loans next because they're higher in interest. His balances are lower. He does have one student loan. The balance is $3,000. However, the interest is way lower, so it doesn't accrue, so much interest, no more money being gained on it every month, which is why we are paying off. We decided to do the student loans with the most interest. With that being said, because I know we get that question a lot. I at least see that on this page once a week. I'm not even trying to be dramatic. So boom, M student loans, which are my student loans, that's gonna get 803. Yes, we do a zero-based budget. You're like, girl, where's the $0? It's in our head. It's not really there, but this is just in our account just for cushion, because you never know what something's gonna hit. I'm one of those, and it's not a lot of cushion. So every month we just do a little bitty witty cushion. Okay, so I just want to calculate and see the 803, okay, because this is how much we have for this paycheck going towards debt, plus his standard bill of $220, okay, and plus my standard bill of $197. So we have $1,220 for this check alone going towards debt, okay? Not mad. Now, this, we're saying that we're trying to do at minimum, okay? When I give you guys a number, this is like base scenario. So we're saying minimum $3,000 a month. So we're gonna subtract 3,000. That means next paycheck needs to be $1,780. And you're probably like, girl, that's a lot. But keep in mind, if this is how much we're gonna get paid, which I know mine is gonna go down if my health insurance actually hits by then, because that's the other thing. We don't know when the dental, it'll actually hit when I adjust it. But nonetheless, we won't have all these bills. The only bills we will have will be the rent, because all of these will be accounted for already. So we only have that 804. So that means that there's more money that can be distributed to debt. Hopefully hopefully gas and food won't need as much because we won't be in town. But we know we also have to get to the airport. And then what else? Yeah. So this is not bad. I think that what we're doing is very much so possible. I just think that we have to be very, you know, meticulous on how we're choosing to live and the things we're choosing to do. So with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.